Ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl, Owamie, aka Miss Fearful, qualifying back for all entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and also hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, my ninjas, you guys know that if you want anything videography, you want to shoot a podcast, you want to start a YouTube channel, I do consultations, and I also shoot you. I edit for you as well. I can even post for you. I can manage your YouTube account. Think about that. You just come to the studio, you shoot, you leave, I do the rest. You pay me. The numbers are there, do the right thing, and my team will get back to you. Now, ninjas, when I tell you guys that jokes write themselves, jokes write themselves. I don't know what video number this is today, but one thing I'm gonna go ahead and remind you guys is that they do not call me the queen of entertainment for nothing. Some of you guys have actually come into this space and you found me not well. 2025 has definitely hit me, but when I tell you guys that I'm the queen of entertainment in this country, and there's a reason for that, I'm not even playing. That's the reason why I am the only blogger they blog about. The most blogged about blogger in the country. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this agenda, guys. Allegedly, I saw this on Facebook, and this was posted by Mubarak Hassan Beef 2. And this is what it says: no stone will be left unturned. South Africa's Home Affairs Minister Leon Amos I won't pronounce his name because I can't. I'm so sorry. Okay, and if you feel like you're gonna judge me, go ahead and pronounce my surname. Try it. Has confirmed the arrest of Senzeni Moyo, particularly known as Zandile Dabula, who happens to be Operation Dudula's president, today's morning after investigations were done about her identity. Her sister, who is in Zimbabwe, exposed that she's not a South African but a Zimbabwean using fake documents. Okay, now I'm somebody that you guys, like, honestly, I try my best not to report on fake news, but there's certain news that when I see and I try to be like, okay, what is going on here, I do find some sort of stuff that actually make me say, okay, maybe I should report about this. I'm sure I'm gonna also post the picture somewhere here. I'm sure there will be somewhere here. And in the comment section, because I did go through, said another picture of Zandile Dabula with her mother doing some shopping at one of the malls called Joanna City in Harare. Okay, and you can see that definitely looks like her. And then here's another picture here, and it says, we took this picture in 2016 in Zimbabwe at her brother's funeral. Her real name is Senzeni Moyo. She attended Manomdwana Primary School before they relocated to SA, where her father passed away. So in case you guys do not know, I mean, if you've been living under a rock, Dudula is basically a organization that fights with illegal immigrants. Okay, I mean, there are certain things that they do that I truly do feel, you know, they're helping the country. They do bring certain information to light. Like, again, I did not know that, you know, 75% of the files that are opened in our public hospitals belong to foreigners and undocumented foreigners, from what I heard. And you know, I think the time that they started this mission where they were now you know, taking undocumented foreigners out of the public healthcare system, that's when I actually saw that, oh my god, like, it was a shock. And then that's when the whole statement of asigulisi agulelwa in South Africa actually started, which meant we are not sick. Other people are sick on our behalf. Because if you guys do remember, you will know that, you know, the public system is overcrowded. And the reason why the public system is overcrowded is because we now find out that like over 70% of the files that are opened in public hospitals belong to foreigners. That's what we've heard. But now, with that mission, obviously, you know, they don't only just focus on the healthcare system, they also focus on like the business, you know, the business sector as well, wherein they go into townships and that they try find out, like, you know, the Somalians that are running these shops, are they documented? Not so long ago, Dudula was actually in Dragon City. Big movie, guys. It was a movie. People were running, okay, like running, proper running. When I tell you it was Chinese, it was black, it was like anybody that is not documented. The moment Dudula entered there, people were basically running. So there have also been allegations that were saying that there was a man that is Tsonga that was denied access. I don't know if he just didn't have his ID or he showed his ID and they just did not believe. And then unfortunately, it seems like the man passed away. I don't know if that story is true or not, because I know that there have been stories of, they've been foreigners that either they had a child that they were going to the public hospital and they were not allowed in because they didn't have documentation, and then the child died and stuff like that. But this time I think they were talking about somebody that is actually a South African, and I think they just did not believe that the person was a South African, because if you look at it, Vendas, Tsongas, people from Zimbabwe, we're literally like, I feel like we share ancestors, so we do look similar. I've had this also told to say, oh, you don't look South African, you look like you're from Nigeria, or you look like you're from Zimbabwe. And I'm like, it's not an insult. I am African after all. I think it would, not that there's anything wrong with being Chinese, but I'd be more offended if you said you look Chinese than you said I look like a Zimbabwean or a Nigerian or a Congolese or anything, because I'm just like, at least with those we share ancestors, possibly down the line something. So I think that might have been the issue, wherein maybe the person's I don't know, they I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I just think that it might have been mistaken identity, and they didn't believe that the person's ID is valid, and unfortunately the person passed sick and they were South African. So of course a case was then opened, and there have been allegations that it was the president of Dudula that they wanted, and then with this whole thing now find out that allegedly she's not even a South African. She's using fake documentation. Those are the allegations. But I think if you guys have been watching the whole Mukwanaze, you'd actually see that the media is also used to target people. So I don't know if this is true or not. Like, if you are a foreigner, sorry for that, but if you're a foreigner that is using fake documentation, why would you then be the president of a forum that basically just goes against everything that has to do with foreigners that are not documented in the country? Like, I mean, I understand when it comes to undocumented foreigners, but I truly do not believe in the Dudula movement when it comes to documented foreigners. I feel like when it's undocumented foreigners, yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. But sometimes you do find that others are just purely xenophobic. It doesn't matter if you're documented or not, they have an issue with you. I think that my thing is that be documented, and I think our Home Affairs also needs to make it easier for foreigners to also be documented in the country. I think that it would reduce the crime rate and everything, because if you're documented, you're able to legally work and just stuff like that. I mean, I know that we will share different opinions, but for me, when I saw this, I was like, I feel a movie game Tagabawo, it's a movie, because what on earth are you talking about? But yeah, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Yeah, I'll definitely just hear from you guys. So the other thing again that I know that you guys are looking forward to is the video of me just talking to you guys about the whole Mukwanazi situation. I mean, he did go and he did testify, and I think it's something that I need to sit down and proper put everything together so that you guys will get as much as you possibly can, and so I think that video might possibly come tomorrow, because that is hours and hours and hours of footage that I possibly might need to watch, but I did watch some and I am already mind blown. I'm so shocked at the level of corruption that we actually have in our country. And I see that Julius Malema is very quiet now. It's very quiet because it seems like he was starting to change his tune. I don't know if he just thought that, our general was going to chicken out. I never had doubts when it comes to our general Nhlanhla Mukhwanazi. In General Nhlanhla Mukhwanazi, we believe. I never had doubts. So it's quite interesting to see how Jujulek has not been as vocal as I saw him in this other previous clip where he was talking about how this is the mess he created, whatever. He was like angry. I mean, I've seen Julius talk about like white people, land distribution and stuff like that. Even when he's swearing at a white journalist and whatever, I don't know if he said that, but I'm just simply saying. I mean, there would always be like that hint of, I mean, he's serious, but he ain't like angry, like he ain't like bothered like that. But when I tell you guys that the emotions that I actually heard on that clip of him talking about General Nhlanhla Mukhwanazi, I honestly, for the first time, I would say that I actually associated what he was saying with pure anger. Like, I felt like he was so angry, and I really, truly didn't understand. And I feel like we are still going to deep dive, and we are still going to find out more stuff. I think the other thing again that was quite shocking to some people was the fact that, you know, General Nhlanhla Mukhwanazi came out. Imagine, now it's like I'm giving you guys the whole scoop, but this is just basically you know, sort of like an introduction, but it was like just one of those that people were just shocked at the fact that what General Nhlanhla Mukhwanazi was saying also aligned with what Advocate Tefo said. And remember, with Advocate Tefo, people were saying that, oh, you know, he's lying, he's whatever, when he came out and he went to make G's podcast and he was talking about all this stuff, name dropping and everything. And to actually see like General Nhlanhla Mukhwanazi come out and confirm that some of the stuff that Advocate Tefo was saying were actually like correlating, people were shocked. And guess whose name was also dropped by Advocate Tefo? Julius Malema. So I'm just already sitting down and being like, I think this country is about to burn. I think it's about to go down. But anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of what I was talking about, because I know that we kind of drifted out. But again, as I said, the General Nhlanhla Mukhwanazi special, I think that is one that you guys should not miss, because I'm going to make sure that I'm sitting down and I'm getting as much information as possible. And I'm going to tell you guys the stuff that were actually going on. And again, as I said, I think those videos will probably come tomorrow. Okay. Now, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. Do you think that our CEO here is actually lying? Because this is another article that I actually saw, and this is from DJ Luke SA, which is a verified account on Facebook, that said you know, I'm able to read properly when I'm using my iPad than my phone. That's why I feel like my reading skills have improved. Those that laughed at me, how you doing? But this one said, Zandile Dudula, fake name. All hospitals in Johannesburg has confirmed that they do not have record that show that she was born in their institution. We have all checked with Soweto clinics on whether any registration of birth was ever done on the name of Zandile Dabula. All clinic have confirmed that there is no such a name of Zandile Dabula that was registered with them. Tomorrow we will be contacting primary schools in Soweto and crèches to check if they've ever had a child by the name of Zandile Dabula that attended in their schools. More shocking information will be revealed as soon as confirmed. Zandile Dabula must be arrested and deported by I think they want to say back, it's their English, not mine, back to her country. She has caused a lot of thuggery in our country. And you know what, the picture that they chose to put here, I don't know if it's just AI generated. She doesn't look South African. Yes, there's a look, but anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Do you think that this is true or not? From Women Niche was all love, guys. Stay blessed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.